Hello, my name is Nadine and this is your April message for Cancer. So we're looking at your main energy today, what to focus on, what your guidance is for the month of April. And I would say we dive right in. Those are very short readings for the month because I focus on these three things. I don't want to keep you stuck in this everlasting loop of, an hour-long tarot message, because most of the times it's one specific thing that wants to come through for a collective, and we're just gonna address that with realism here. All right, let's go. Your main energy for April is the Seven of Wands together with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I find this very interesting because the main energy here suggests that you may have been feeling emotionally protective right now. The Seven of Wands shows that is you holding your ground, that is sort of setting boundaries, feeling like you need to defend yourself in some way or your emotions. And the Queen of Cups reverse indicates some sort of emotional overwhelm, okay? So feeling more sensitive than usual. You may be guarding yourself because you've been giving a lot but not maybe receiving as much back, and now it's like you're trying to protect this emotional energy. What I literally see is like this feeling of no more, that's it, like crossing your arms and doing something else. So that might also make you feel a bit withdrawn in some sense, where you're more cautious, where you sort of trying to maintain the emotional balance, which I think makes a lot of sense for you Cancerians here. But if we're looking at what to focus on, then we're getting the High Priestess reversed. So two main cards here reversed. I have to put them in just a second. I have to adjust my table here. Anyways, so this suggests that you may be doubting your intuition. This is already set up here with the main energy. You holding your ground but not really trusting your intuition. There's something that is sort of putting a damper on things. And with the High Priestess, it is sort of, I almost want to say, you're second guessing your inner voice. This is, you might be looking also for external confirmation or even validation instead of trusting the things that you feel, that you know to be true, and so on. So I feel if we're looking at the guidance here, we have the Ten of Cups and the Page of Coins. So also very interesting because this is a very supportive energy. The Ten of Cups is the emotional harmony, emotional fulfillment, and they also represent a sense of peace almost. So that could mean that while the Page of Coins here suggests a small practical step towards something more stable. So together this shows that emotional fulfillment is built gradually, not in one day, maybe not in 1 week. So if you're working on something right now that you feel like you have to defend a lot and you feel like you can't trust your inner voice, this might come up in different situations in April. But the thing here is that you don't need to fix all of these things all at once, but actually small grounded steps. So action steps, maybe write them out. I love doing this. I have this weird piece of paper, like this weird little booklet, and I just plan everything out. Once it's in there, it's sort of stored in here, and it's small steps. Like I always break like one big thing down into a lot of little things. At first that actually overwhelmed me a lot, but in the end it actually made life so much more simple because now I know what to do. Like for example, I can tell you from my own experience, and I hope that you can adapt that to your own life. It's content creation always freaks me out. I don't like it. I love doing these videos here, but I don't actually enjoy all of this creating the content, and then like it always flows through me. I'm not really good at just basically planning it out month in advance or weeks in advance. But what I found made it easier for me is when I say, okay, I do one day where I film most of my videos. And then I do another day where I actually put these videos onto YouTube Studio, and then I put like the titles in there, and then that's when I do all that nitty-gritty stuff where I have to type out a lot of things. And then there's another day where I might schedule these, or I might do different steps. So those are very grounded, small, tiny little action steps that it takes for you to see this small video of 5 minutes. But that is where I can curb my emotional overwhelm, and it does not feel like it's such a huge thing, and I'm not doubting myself constantly in the process. Now, I'm also a Cancer moon, so I totally resonate with this, but this is really something that encourages you to protect, especially your energy. That means also if you do little small action steps, your energy is going to protect it, and you feel way more confident moving forward because you know you've done the first 3 steps and now there's 2 steps missing, and you can do them tomorrow or next week or whenever you feel like it. All right, so if this resonates, I also encourage you to check your rising and your moon sign. This is very interesting because you get a unique perspective about these things. I hope that you find some good tools in this video for the month of April for your specific situation. If you like my content, if you like my videos, I would be more than happy if you would comment, like, or also give me a follow, or hop over on Instagram where I explain these things a little bit more in detail. All right, thank you so much for being here. See you. Bye-bye.